Hey VC, it's Jonathan, your cheap and cheerful record collector. Today's video is going to be a contest entry for TKR Video Central. Sort of new on the VC, but the contest is supposed to be a push to 200. I think he's over 300 by now. I found out his channel from Glenn Kellaway and also Vinyl Richie. Thanks both of those guys, especially Vinyl Richie for giving me a shout out. So I discovered his channel and liked what he does. He's having a contest now, and the contest is show 10 albums that you think no one else in the VC has. So I started thinking, I said, I got some weird shit, so I got to do this. So first off, I'll start with something that everybody knows the artist, but I don't think many people have this album at all, and it's Tom Waits, and this is his album, Gun Street Boy, which is an unofficial release, the Bridge Street benefit broadcast, recorded October 30th, 1999, the Bridge Street Benefit, which is a Neil Young thing he puts on every year, came out in 2021. Fantastic. I mean, I'm a big Tom Waits fan. He does Ain't Going Down to the Well, Jockey Full of Bourbon, Hold On, Chocolate Jesus, 16 Shells from a 30-06, Tango Till You're Sore, Innocent When You Dream, and Tom Schubert's Blues. He ends up with is Tom on the back up at the glare. But yeah, big Tom Waits fan. This is fantastic. So great. Unofficial release, but sounds really good. They did a really nice job pressing it out there. So starting off with Tom Waits. Number 2. This record I've shown before, but I can't show it enough because I love it. And I would be surprised if anybody has it. It's called Drink Beer, Yell, Dance. Midwest teen band, frat and garage stompers, 1961-1966. There's the back. And as it says, strictly legal reissue royalties paid in advance. And they have the Twilighters doing Spellbound, the Lindells doing Capo, the Catalinas, the Vandells, the Boys, the Gallows, etc. Great booklet came with it. Tells all about the bands. And I actually got this from a friend who was getting rid of some records that he just didn't listen to anymore and was closing out some of the stuff. So I couldn't resist. Drink Beer, Yell, Dance. I think, let me look at my notes. 1996 this came out. So great. So great. Okay. This one, again, anybody has this, I would be completely shocked. Called The Warrior. Ipi in Tombia, featuring Margaret Singana. This one is The Warrior, 1973, from the Ivory Coast. Great African music. Just wonderful. Really great. This was a Goodwill find. I saw it at Goodwill about 3 years ago. I just couldn't let it stay there. So good. The Warrior. Ipi and Tombia. All right. Here's another one. This one I got, I bought a big collection of records. Guy had all high-end special pressings, all that kind of jazz. And this one really grabbed me. And it's a woman. Her name is Eden Atwood. This is a 45 RPM, 2 LP set, numbered, blah, 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 Groove Note Records. She's a jazz singer. Just wonderful. She's just a great singer. I love her stuff. Nice little label there. Doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, this was also mastered by Bernie Grundman. She does all the vocals on it. There's also piano and trumpet, bass, drums. Just beautiful voice. If you like jazz female singers, check out Eden Atwood. I checked her out, and I think she's retired from performing at this point in her life. But so good. Okay. This one was a record that belonged to my wife's parents. It's part of our culture. And I'd be shocked if anybody has this. This is Sabra Sings Yiddish, Romania, Israel's most celebrated singing star, Jaf Yarkoni. There you go. And she sings. I don't know Yiddish. My mother knew Yiddish. My father really knew Yiddish. Me, not so much. I know a couple of phrases, but fun record. Very much Eastern European, Romania, Jewish, klezmer type music, but really good. Sort of fun. Again, anybody has that, I don't know what to do. Saw this at Goodwill also, and I couldn't resist. Jimmy C. Newman and the Cajun Country, The Happy Cajun. How can you pass up The Happy Cajun? And especially because it comes on green vinyl. Wow. Look at that. And it's worth exactly what I paid for it, $2. But it's not bad music. There you go, The Happy Cajun. Anybody have that out there? I'd be surprised if they did. Especially on the special collector's edition on green vinyl. The Happy Cajun. Next one. This one I picked up for a reason. And the only reason I picked it up is because one of the guys playing on is one of my favorite guitarists. And the album is the Gabby Panui Hawaiian Band. And on the album is Gabby Panui, Ata Isaacs, Bala Panui, Cyril Panui, Sonny Chillingworth, who I knew, Manuel Capuer, Randy Lorenzo, and Ry Cooder. So Ry Cooder plays on this album. So I had to grab this one. And I've actually gotten a couple more Gabby albums since then. I love that Hawaiian stuff. Really well done. Not, who's the guy, Blowing Bubbles, the Hawaiian guy they always talk about? Not really. It's on Warner Brothers. And there are all the guys hanging out on the back. Again, I'd be surprised if anybody has a Gabby Panui Hawaiian Band album. But I like it. Next one. This is a compilation. I'm a big fan of Western Swing. So this is a review copy, not for sale, Western Swing Volume 3, featuring Bob Wills, Brown's Musical Brownies, the Modern Mountaineers, etc., Bar X Cowboys, the Night Owls, all the stuff recorded. Let's see, Bob Wills and Playboy, 1936, 37, really late 30s, 41, 46. So it goes from the mid-30s to the mid-40s. The review copy, not for sale. I don't know what that, on Old Timey Records. Just fantastic. One of my favorite albums. Got a bunch of Bob Wills, but I couldn't resist this one, especially because it's a special review copy, not for sale. There you go. And this one, another one I got at Goodwill. I put this up on Discogs, and since I put it up, I think there are a couple more copies, and people are selling them starting around $50, I think I saw. So the first thing is it's a album by Huey Piano Smith, which is not that rare because I've seen that album before. But if you see on the front, it's written sample right there, right? So it's a gatefold, and you open up the gatefold, and the second album is an album by Frankie Ford, Sea Cruise sample. And one Ace LP 1004, and the other one's Ace LP 1005. So I would be shocked if anybody had this. I assume this was done just to pass around to people at the record company or radio show. It doesn't say anything. All it says is a sample. So you got two albums, Huey Piano Smith and His Clowns, which is great stuff, and Take on a Sea Cruise with Frankie Ford. The vinyl was really clean, and Ace, Black Ace label. So pretty cool. And again, I'd be shocked if anybody has that album. And then the last album, number 10, is now another Goodwill find. And I just absolutely love this album. One of my favorite finds. And it's a guy called Eugene Wallace. And his album is called Book of Fool, 1970. Sorry. Eugene Wallace, I wrote it down somewhere. 1974. This is blues rock, folk rock. He has a voice that would put Joe Cocker to shame. Fantastic singer, really great. Has that Joe Cocker thing in it, but even more so, and has more range and does more with it. He only put out this album and one other album. This is on ABC. Put out an album in 1975, only in England, I guess. So I just happened to grab this one. I just absolutely love it. I've never seen anybody show it, play it on the VC, on any of the Facebook groups I belong to, Show Records. No one ever heard of this guy, but it is, and it's not that expensive. I've seen them on Discogs for $8, $10 basically. A little bit of ringware there, but the record plays really nice, and it's just wonderful. He does some great stuff on here. Some stuff, Rock Me on the Water, which is great. Morning Glory by Tim Buckley, Blind Willie Johnson, and he wrote a bunch of the songs too. So really wonderful. Eugene Wallace. Okay, so that's my entry. Congratulations to TKR, or TC as his name is, I guess, on your channel. You're doing really well. I'm sure you'll be up to 400 or 500 before you know it. Okay, thanks so much, and until next time, peace.